A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester on this damp Friday morning. There is light at the end of the tunnel. We'll talk about that in just a moment. But currently, we've got a little bit of precipitation yet to contend with. West side of the state, not so much the case. Matter of fact, within the last hour, we've heard about a few cities that are looking at partly sunny skies right now. Elma has sunshine moving in. We're also looking at the Grand Rapids area, not too far away from downtown Grand Rapids. They are looking at partly sunny skies. Kalamazoo is currently looking at partly sunny. And then you move up north, Charlevoix, Frankfort, Manistee, Traverse City. They're all looking at partly sunny skies. And then you move over on the central and western side of the Upper Peninsula. They're looking at mostly sunny skies as well. That is a preview of things to come for us, because that is in our forecast as we go through the remainder of the day. The cloud cover will gradually move out. Michigan's thumb along the far east side of the lower peninsula will probably still have some cloud cover until later on this afternoon, but I think everybody is going to be looking at a sunset tonight. And temperatures, they continue to hold right up there, and it looks as though we're going to be running above normal here for the next several days. We have a low pressure system over the straits that's moving off to the east. It's got a trailing front. We'll call it a cold front, but it's not really a cold front because, as I said, we're going to continue to run way above normal. Matthew, what are we looking at right now as far as our current temperatures?
So, over at the airport, we have some light rain at 63. Over in Midland, we have some drizzle at 63. Here at Radio Center, we have some light rain at 62. We have south winds at 10 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 29.98, and it's steady.
1/10 of an inch up to a 1/4 of an inch seems to be the rule of thumb for a lot of people. Some of you not even 1/10 of an inch, but there are a few exceptions. Adrian, perfect case in point. As of about a half hour ago, over the last 24 hours, they had just under an inch of rain. Detroit at City Airport, they're looking at a 1/2 inch. Flint Bishop Airport, about 4,500 hundredths. Officially at MBS International, 2/10 of an inch there. But then you go over into Huron County, 1, 2, 1/100ths of an inch. That's about it. In Bad Axe, Fillion, and Port Austin, Tuscola County, the Caro area, 1/1200ths of an inch. Vassar had a little bit more than a 1/4 of an inch. Back 40 at Richville, I was looking at a 1/4 of an inch as well. Cass City, 3/100ths of an inch. Owasso, you're looking at 4,500ths. Durand is just under 4/10 of an inch. Lapeer just under 3/10 of an inch. Chelsea, Saline, down in Washtenaw County, about 1/3 of an inch to 4/10. Lenawee County, Morenci, Michigan, looking at 3/4 of an inch. Gladwin, you're looking at 2,800ths of an inch, so just under 3/10 there. Standish, looking at 12/100ths. West Branch, about 2/10 of an inch. Charlevoix, though, you start to get a little bit further north, more. 1/3 of an inch there. Beulah has 4/10 of an inch. Tawas had about 1/10 of an inch in the gauge as of right around 11 o'clock this morning. What's going to be happening? Clearing as we go into the afternoon. Moisture will leave us. We will be looking at some sun. Sun sets at 8:42. I think we should see a sunset tonight over much of the lower peninsula as well as the upper peninsula. The only exception, as we said, possibly right along the lake shore with Lake Huron over in Michigan's thumb. Partly cloudy skies tonight, 48 for a low after reaching 70 this afternoon. We're going to need the sun to get there. I think we will. Tomorrow we will be warmer. We're looking for a high of right around 72. Damp start to the morning because we're going to have some fog. But then the fog will clear by about 9, 10 o'clock. Mostly sunny for the remainder of the day on Saturday. 57 for a low on Saturday night. Clouds will be moving in, not real thick clouds, but some clouds. And then overnight, going into the early morning hours on Sunday morning, we're going to have a chance of seeing a spotty shower as a frontal system will zip through. Sunday, after a damp start, more than likely before sunrise, we should see sun as the day goes on. 69, 70 for a high on Sunday, 48 for a low on Sunday night. Then on Monday, sunshine, partly cloudy, 70. And Monday night, we'll be looking at a chance of some showers, especially after midnight, 48 for a low. That shower activity will work its way through the entire day on Tuesday. There will be a low pressure system over the northern plains, and it'll be moving east northeast. And along with that warm front is going to come the chance of some showers, and then an upper level front will move through on Tuesday night, but not cooling us down. After a high on Tuesday of 76, a low of 59 on Tuesday night. And then on Wednesday, partly cloudy skies. There still will be an afternoon shower around. That's what it looks like right now. 78 for a high on Wednesday. Wednesday night, still some showers around, mid 50s. And then on Thursday, we'll still have a chance of some showers, 72. The reason why the chances of showers, that that wind shift line is not existent right now along the Gulf Coast states. That Gulf jet is not really very active. So it's allowing that Gulf moisture to move right up into the central part of the United States and into the Ohio River Valley and into the Great Lakes. So that door is open. The moisture pattern is moving up through. And the reason why you're seeing all the severe weather and will continue to see severe weather in the central part of the country is because there is a cooler air mass that's west of the Mississippi. And the line of combat right now, and will be through a good part of the week next week, continues to be in Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. That's just about it as far as our weather feature for right now. We'll talk a little bit more about the weather as we go through the program. Standing by right now, Matthew, who do we have?
Up next, we have Gary Kaufman from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
But before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrient Ag Solutions. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Rummel Agency. You know, they understand the risks that you face as a Michigan farm and an agribusiness owner. They know that every farm's needs vary like the crops in the fields, and they know you're more than a number. They know you have a family, goals and dreams for the future, and how important those things are to you. That's why they want to get to know you one-on-one, so they at the Rummel Agency can help get the right farm insurance protection for you and your family. The Rummel Agency, offices in Frankenmuth, Saginaw, and Carroll. We say good morning to Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. And Gary, I don't remember how we started the week off, but I don't think it's nearly as good as what we're seeing right now to end the week.
No, actually, wheat kind of erased pretty much the first 3 days of the week, all the negative, and yesterday we had positives across the board, and wheat's leading the charge here this morning, so that got us on the positive for the week for the week, Up about 8. Corn's up about 13 this week, and beans are up about 28 for the week, Terry.
Nice recovery.
Yeah, wheat futures again, they're moving higher. I mean, we continue to see some weather issues in Russia. They've revised in their estimate for their crop, so that's helped the wheat arena. Again, we have some Black Sea continuation of attacks on Ukraine port structure that at the Odessa port. So that's supportive wheat. And then, you talked, it's just a lot of weather problems, impacting Brazil's second safrinha corn crop. A lot of, some places are hot, dry, some places are flooding in southern Brazil. So Argentina downgraded their production because of, some of the insect issues that they're having down there. So yeah, a lot of, bullish news, I guess, here the last couple of days, Terry.
Well, it's long overdue. For
Yes.
I don't mean if, the poor people that are having the problem. You really feel bad for them, but quite frankly,
Yeah.
we've been really getting it because everybody's been saying how good it's going to be there.
Right. Oh, yeah, exactly. So so we'll continue to watch all those, headline news as we finish today and over the weekend, and see how we finish up. But yeah, corn's, we're at a 2-month high on corn right now, and corn's got drugged down so much here the last couple of months, and we've rebounded now to where we were back at the early February. So
Well, that's good to hear. So right now on the board, what do you have?
yeah, right now, Cherry, let's call cash wheat up 25 at 609 on the white, 519 on the red. New crop also up 25 at 624 on the white, 544 on the red. Cash corn up 2, 372. New crop up 4 at 419. Cash soybeans up 6 at 1106, and new crop up 7 at 1115, Terry.
You have a great weekend, Gary.
I will. You do the same. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you. Gary Kaufman over at Star of the West. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining us. Market Report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. The spring Ram professional truck season is going on now at Schaefer and Beerline, Dodge, Jeep, Ram in Frankenmuth. If you're in the market for a new Ram professional truck or a Ram heavy-duty truck and you want to buy with confidence from a business-linked dealer that knows what customer satisfaction truly is, now is the time to see them. Schaefer and Beerline in Frankenmuth, where family and service sells cars. And by the folks at Thumb Bank, making agricultural loans since 1895. They understand the challenges that are very demanding of farming today. And the folks at Thumb Bank can help you stay up and figure out what's going on with these industry trends and how it relates to the trends of your operation. They've got locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay region. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust, equal opportunity lender, and member FDIC. Doug Klein, good morning.
Well, good morning.
Well,
Happy
I'm looking,
Friday.
yeah, and I'm looking at a little bit of green.
Yeah, well, you called that. You said the charts were looking good, so, everybody already knew this was coming.
Yep.
Right?
Now, how long's it going to last?
Yeah, well, trend's a trend. We got a trend. Well,
We'll take it.
cross your fingers and
We'll take it.
stay forever.
Pay attention.
You stay forever, and
Yes.
it's magic. Click your heels together. We're good.
Nothing up my sleeve.
Well, anyway, so bad news is good news. The unemployment report came in, or job growth came in at 175,000 in April. That was less than expected, far less than expected. Well, I mean, there's some things that we talk about that are reasons for that, but whatever. So they're thinking that they might actually get an interest rate cut now this year, maybe. So we'll see on that. So that's got the stock market running up pretty good today. So far, everything is so far today. 800 days on Biden's Ukraine battle there. That's a birthday celebration for them. That was an interesting milestone today.
Yeah, a lot of candles, and every one of them is $1 trillion.
Yeah, a lot of fertilizer companies are struggling right now. Mosaic hit a new low yesterday. CVR, CF, Nutrient, all all trending really, really close to lows. There's a lot of earnings reports coming out on those guys next week, so that will be something to keep an eye on. The only one that's really doing okay is that FMC, and that was the one that the senator, whose name I just forget, he bought quite a bit of that, and it's up about 20% in the last month. So pays to know somebody, I guess. So. Well, here's your numbers. July corn, 461 and a quarter, up 1.5. December corn, 483 and a quarter, up 4 and a quarter. July soybeans, 1204 and a quarter, up 5 and a quarter. November soybeans, 1195 and a quarter, up 7.5. July wheat is 629 and a half, up 25 and a quarter. And December wheat, 673 and a quarter, up 22 and 3/4. Well, crude oil is just muddling sort of down, 78.56, down 39 cents. Heating oil is 245.08, that's up 0.7 of a penny. Gasoline is 256.85, down 2.8 cents. Natural gas 212 even, that is up 8.5 cents. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar. US dollar buys $1.3681 Canadian, that's up 10 ticks. The dollar buys 152.78 yen. That's down another 85 ticks. The euro's at 107.72, up 47 ticks. And the dollar's getting a lot cheaper, 104.93, down 37 ticks. Gold's at 23.0590, down $3.70. Silver's 26.39, down 31 cents. Platinum's 9.64, up $1.50. And copper is at 4.54, that's up 6 cents.
You have a nice weekend.
Thank you too.
We'll talk to you on Monday. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. They've got a great selection of products from Sure Crop and Nature's that'll help you increase your yields, Mr. Farmer. And of course, they've got certified crop advisor Vic Hupfer to answer a lot of the questions that you might have. They have been helping people since 1983. Where serving you is their business. That's Freeland Bean and Grain. Matthew, who do we have up now?
Up next, I got my paper.
There.
Up next, we have Kim Weiss from Lingle Equipment.
Hi, Kim. How you doing this morning?
Good morning, Terry and Jonathan. I got to thinking, the grass is green and it's growing, and the Tigers are winning series one right after another.
Life is good.
Why not celebrate that with the Kubota zero-turn mower demonstration, or talk about is the 200 series. We have a whole complete line of the 200 series, ranging all the way from 20 horsepower up to 25 horsepower, and your choice of deck size from 42 all the way up to 54. They've got a very good, comfortable seat with armrests, a seat suspension underneath them, so you're floating across, and I know a lot of lawns are rough throughout the summer. They got a good seat on them. They're a great machine. They're air-cooled. Not a lot of maintenance you got to do to them. Change the oil, change the air filter. But before you go see one of the big box stores and they talk you into, hey, we can sell you this on a credit card, and you'll have Home Depot or a Lowe's or whatever credit card, come in and see us. Let's sit down and talk about it. We have great financing rates. A lot of them are 0%, for you can get them for 48 months. Come on in and give us a chance, and we'll show you what to have a dedicated parts department and service department can do after the sale as well as during the sale. Come on in and see us. We're right alongside I-75, just south of the Zilwaukee Broad Bridge off the Washington Road exit, or give me a call at 989-754-7801, or send me an email and I'll get you the information back at k.weiss@lingle1.com.
Kim Weiss, thanks a lot. Hey, before you go, I know we had the passing of not only a regular listener, a good friend to a lot of the people out in your area where you live, out in the Frankenmuth area, a big supporter of agriculture, and kind of a popular figure for some folks, John Schluckbeer. 93 years old. He had quite a life. It was all in agriculture. And for some folks that might know, and probably a lot of folks that don't, he loved what cereal?
Raisin Brand.
Raisin Bran cereal, and he was on the boxes of Raisin Bran cereal for how many times?
At least two that I know of. His 85th birthday and his 90th birthday, he was pictured on there.
And the reason why is obviously he loved Raisin Bran, but he raised a lot of wheat.
Yep, was always a loyal wheat grower, dry bean grower, and sugar beet grower.
Yeah, and the community is going to miss him because, I mean, his smile was so contagious, wasn't it?
Yep, that's for sure.
Yeah. So from all of us here at Farm Service, and of course I know with Lingle Equipment and our families, we wish our condolences to the Schluckbier family. He was loved, and he will be missed. Kim, take care. Have a good weekend, okay?
You too.
All right. Kim Weiss over at Lingle Equipment. On top of us right now, we have who, Matthew?
Up next, we have Chuck Servinski from Maple Hill.
Chuck, good morning. How are you?
Hey, the rain has held off. Looks like it's going to clear up a little bit, and we're busy.
Yeah, and you've got a big happy spring weekend going on. It's an open house.
Kind of our kickoff to spring.
Yeah. What are we talking about today?
I think the thing that we want to emphasize is all the plants that we have. We've gotten a lot of plants and trees and shrubs, perennials, annuals the last couple of days. We've got a great selection of outdoor furniture, polywood and alfresco home. All the alfresco home sets that we have on the floor are 20% off. Even a few deals on some polywood things as well, some floor samples that we have.
Give us your hours, Chuck.
We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 4, and Sunday, noon to 4.
And if folks do need some advice as far as what's going on in their front yard or backyard, you're there to help, right?
Definitely. We've got all kinds of options for you.
Fantastic. Have a great weekend, Chuck. We'll talk to you next week.
Okay.
Chuck Servinski, Maple Hill Nursery over in Midland. Matthew, is Stephanie on the line with us?
Yes, she is.
The traveling lady, Stephanie Zelenko with AgroLiquid. How are you, Stephanie?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Did you get a tan?
I did not get a tan. It was sunny and warm. I was in Florida this week, but not enough time to get a nice tan.
And you had a chance to take a look at some of the fruit and vegetable industry down there, huh?
I did. And what always amazes me with the ag industry in general is it doesn't matter what state I travel to. Farmers really aren't different. Just different challenges that they might face. When it comes to crop nutrition, it's still NPK micro secondaries. It's just how do they apply them and when they apply them. So pretty similar no matter where we're at.
Yeah, and as far as what's going on up around here, the fruit industry is still in pretty good shape.
I believe so. We had that cold snap, but I haven't heard of anything that was too catastrophic. But again, I've been gone, so I didn't really get an update towards that tail end of the week after we had those low temperatures.
And what are we looking at as far as our vegetable growers? What's the time schedule there?
I think, they're not going to be too far behind what our field crop guys are. For the central part of Michigan, we're talking pickles, maybe a little bit of squash, and those potato guys. And so I think they're going to be right on track when those soil temperatures dry out now and warm up a little bit. They'll be good to start thinking about their operations.
Well, welcome back. Good to talk. We'll talk again next week, okay?
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Stephanie Zelenko with AgroLiquid. We'll be right back. Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Ed Raymond and Sons, quality clothing and shoes since 1919. Carhartt's, Red Wing shoes and boots, Stormy Cromer accessories, all available today at Ed Raymond's, 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning. For more, just check them out. at edraymons.com. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.